Hi Pisces, this is your May 2020 card reading, and I am Mr. Blue 2 Tarot. I've been shuffling and just thinking about Pisces energy right now. It's been really strange out there in the world, hasn't it? And of course, being so sensitive and intuitive and connected to Neptune, you are very sensitive to everything. Eight of Cups, disappointment. What aren't you seeing? And the Moon, secrets, disappointment. Oh, very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. So, as you start May, I think a lot of you are kind of sad about something. There's something that needs to kind of end, or else you're just not seeing the good there. You just see it as negative. Maybe you've been secreted or holding your feelings in, or maybe someone else has been holding their feelings in. The Moon is secrecy, and the Eight of Cups is disappointment. There is still a full cup here with the Eight of Cups. However, a lot of the cups are kind of sideways and some are upside down. So in other words, it's kind of like mixed blessings, but it's not an attainment number, and it has to deal with the emotions, you see. So it's definitely, it's not happiness, it's not overflowing joy. And then it's combined here with the Moon. And I love this Moon card. It's beautiful. But the Moon means two things. Either someone kind of doing something behind your back, secrets. It can be introspection, but it's really speaking of things that are like behind the scenes, things that aren't out in the open. It's the dark of night. It's the undercurrent, the underbelly of the world. So combined with the Eight of Cups, I feel like there's possibly some kind of deception, or someone's holding back their feelings, or there's something secretive going on. Now that's followed by the Three of Staffs, and the Three of Staffs is really cool because in the Three of Staffs, the dragon is taken off down the river, and it's really dark. There's like the dark of night, but there is some illumination. So in other words, something will be illuminated, and that Three of Staffs turns into the Seven of Staffs. So things will come to light. There's going to be a shift in a movement, and then you are going to wind up in a better place. Okay? So that's the second week of May. But the first week of May, it sounds like there's something going on. And let's see what else is going to happen here in May. Then we've got the Ten of Cups. See, you move from the 8 to the 10. So you're going to be moving towards happiness, but there's going to be some type of renewal, some kind of separation, something, or it might just be that once the Moon happens and things shift into the light, that all of a sudden you're able to get back to your place of joy, which is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups also has to do with the Three of Pentacles, which is work, being rewarded. So some of you maybe are taking a business trip, maybe there's a shift in work, but the money is coming, and it looks like that money is coming the third week of May, okay? So you'll be rewarded for what you do. There's definitely improvement, so I don't want you to feel like it's a long period, and it's not speaking of the Ten of Swords. We have the Three of Swords, okay. So interestingly, this is such a beautiful card. Your heart and your mind being on a separate page. Your mind tells you one thing, your heart tells you something else. And of course, we know how emotional you are inside. You may not show it, but beneath the surface, there's a lot going on. And then the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of good stuff happening for you financially. There is a lot of, I want to say forward progress and movement. It's movement, but we're not seeing a lot of aces. So it's not that everything is new. I feel like there's maybe, things coming into the light. There's definitely something that there's going to be a shift in something. I don't think it's a lot of new. The Three of Pentacles speaks of, being recognized for what you do. And that's with the Ten of Cups, which is really being happy. So maybe a lot of you have been in limbo and things have been very stagnant. And maybe this Three of Staffs here speaks of movement, things finally opening up, the world opening up, avenues, different channels, communication, opportunities. But I feel like it's just more kind of, it's a forward shift, but it's more of a circular shift, okay? But I don't know why we've got this, your heart and your mind. Maybe, maybe inside you've got this strong feeling of one way, but mentally your brain is telling you, no, this is what I should do, this is the wise thing to do. I can't necessarily tell you what that's going to mean, but the Eight of Pentacles speaks of studying, of learning something. For some people it's taking a course, some people it's going back to school, some people it's just learning new computer programs, something of that nature. It's expanding your education in your career. So there's definitely going to be some money coming here, but there's also going to be some things that you're going to be working on. They're going to be things that you're nurturing and you're waiting for that good outcome. And then boom, you have the card of Temperance. So things will become automatic. It looks like by the third week in May, things are going to be really good. You're going to definitely feel a lot better. You're going to have joy. The money's going to start flowing again. Then you might be taking a new course. You might be going back to school. You might be continuing to work on something, or you might decide that you're going to start learning a new skill, because the Eight of Pentacles can be that. And if you look, do you see the little color palette here down there? It's like the artist. It's like someone is working on something, you see? It's like they're working on a masterpiece. And Temperance is divine. That's a major arcana card. So what that speaks of is things becoming automatic. Your subconscious mind flowing into your conscious mind effortlessly. So that's definitely a guarantee that things are going to be good. And at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So if you're a man, or you just have a lot more Mars energy, this would definitely be you. The King of Cups is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. It is, speaking of maturity, it can also speak of a relationship. So maybe, your relationship is going to come into maturity. Maybe you're going to wind up working with this person. But it's definitely a good outcome, because it's just super positive, okay? So it's going to be an interesting month for you. Don't get too depressed with the very beginning of the month. The beginning of that month right here, the beginning of May, I think that first week might be a little bit tough. Things are going to come to the light. You're going to discover something, or maybe it's you who needs to, reveal something, okay? But it's all going to wind up being really good. It's going to be a great month for you. Love and light to you. And check in June.